Hi, so I wanted to share with you a couple adjustments that I'm going to do to my Superior Labor canvas mission case. This is the large. I've shared in past videos this case and what it holds. And since I was going to alter it, do a little hack to it, I thought I'll do it on camera because so many times I do that after the fact and you guys have questions or you want to see, or you're horrified that I have altered them in different ways. I'm going to explain to you why I'm going to alter mine and how I feel like it will be better for how I'm going to use mine. But when I add this area is for like your fountain pens and special pens and such. And when I put them in, they just kind of do this bulk up, and especially as you go across and then you're really squishing them. I will say I have started working back in my garden, just a little pinch, prepping it for spring. So my nails and things are not the most beautiful, but I wanted to make sure that I did this video for you guys so that you can see. It does this really tight bow up, and then you're pressing down and kind of bending your fountain pens and such. You can have them up a little higher, but then your thing doesn't come over. They're not being really protected. I mean, for me, I feel like what's the point? I like using this side pocket over here to keep my fountain pens and such in. Okay, so I even have my little work sweater on. I will share with you, this is my thought. I usually like to keep my cases and such for my little art toolkit palettes. But there are times when I don't want to bring all of my supplies, sometimes just a brush and a palette. And if I get time to use it, great. And if I don't, I don't. But I certainly rather have a little something than not. Even if I don't have many brushes or all sorts of little things, it doesn't matter. Like if you want to paint and get started, you're going to with that one little brush in your paints. So I do want to show you guys that this does fit over here. And it is a snug fit. And you can put that in, say, a water brush or something in. Let me share that. And you could completely utilize it that way and put your fountain pens and such over here. And it's going to do that crazy bow. And it will all close up. However, I'm not enjoying that. So what I would like to do at this point is go ahead and alter my case. Now I'm Tammy Inman, and this is A Peach Life, my YouTube channel. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to zoom in a little. Don't be squeamish on this. It will be fine. The stitch that's running across is stitched either prior or after. I don't know. My point is I'm going to try and stay away from that. I'm going to take out these here. And I'd like to add this in here and be able to put a water brush in this side, which I'm thinking probably one of these ones that I got from Art Toolkit. And I don't know. I'm hoping the flatter lay will work well. I even have some smaller little brushes. This is one from Winsor & Newton. Adorable. And let me just share with you before I cut that open. I could always take one of my smaller palettes and I could add those in back here and put a little brush, and it's going to give me, let me just show you, the same option, and I wouldn't have to cut this. There you go. It's in there, and I have something to bring along with me. Great. But the thing is this, when you put items back in here, I just don't feel like it's practical at all in this spot for the pins, Maybe you have a way that it's really practical and it's worked wonderful for you. I just don't feel like that is the case for me. Even if I was to take out this row stitching, it does look like my Hobonichi Han would fit. I'm just going to go for it. I mean, the reality is it's do this, or I actually thought about cutting it completely off. I feel like it's so not practical, and maybe just remove this and sew that onto here. Might be cute. So this is my first step. I'm going to give it a try, utilizing it like this. And if it works out, wonderful. And if not, then I think I will just completely remove it. From the case, and maybe sew up that end, and it's something I can utilize in here, but not in this tied down function. We'll see. I mean, there's so many great things, and it might work just perfect for everyone. I will say, I like these pockets here, but I really like how you have the side pocket over here and the way you can tuck items in. I really enjoy that. I feel like one of those pockets and maybe this pocket would have been great, but they did two. Let me show you. These are also Blackwing pencils, and even an unsharpened one fits in here. So I do like that those fit in my case, which is really nice. Okay, so now I'm just taking my time. I'm going to zoom in a little more so you guys can see for a second. As I get close to here, even the stitching, it's the same color, but it does look a little different. I'm going to be cautious to stay away from the stitching here. There we go, and I got that. That is a completely different stitch. So if you're careful to not get that, it's going to stay completely in place for you. Will look great. So I'm not doing this specifically for my Art Toolkit large palette. I could, like I said, I could put that here. I can tuck it back into here. I could even take this trim out here, and I feel like it would fit fine there. But it's mainly because I don't find this to be practical with the amount of stuff I'm adding back here, which isn't much. A notebook, another item, and then these on top. And I want to be able to use this case as efficiently as possible, especially for its pricing. But with that said, just because it's at a higher price point doesn't mean I should just stay with it as it is. I've altered, like I said, my Pig and All mini Sendek, and wow, I get so much more use out of it than I did altering it. And I will, again, post a video link at the end of this video of that. And also the information will be in the description for you to take a look at. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start on this side. And again, right here, just being cautious not to touch the stitching that's going across, making sure my scissors just get into the smaller part. You can use like a little sewing, for those little hooks called for taking out a seam. These little ones I have on my desk just work out really great. All right, so it's quite simple. And I always tell about this process that I've done to other items, but it's always after the fact, after I trim them. So I want you guys just to see that it is a really easy process. And because I have done this to so many other things, I'm not worried at all about messing up. And even if I did, it's not that big a deal because like I had mentioned, I've even thought about cutting this out of here. And I feel like I would get more use of it cut out and laid in here or used for something else. And I just recently shared a video of how I organized my supplies in my Delphonics utility pouch, the little like carrying tool pouch. And I love that. I mean, it just packs so much in there, but I don't like for like on the go, traveling, flights, staying at a hotel, overnight kind of stuff, things that I worry about having stuff on the outside that can get lost, pulling that in and out of my suitcase or tote bag or on the plane. If it falls, it's going to spill out of that case, where I feel like this is not going to fall off of the little table. It's really on here, and I work from within here. Even my small little medium-sized one, that's usually the one I take with me most often. But lately I've just found that I've been really enjoying many things with me. I kind of don't know what exactly I'm going to use, whether it's my my little Bible journal or my Hobonichi Han, or if I'm going to use my daily Moleskine pocket size, or a little art journaling. Hi, Tom. Tom's stuck over there for a second. Okay, I'm almost finished up with this, and then I'll show you how everything looks inside. And again, my only concern is if I cut this out, what that may look like, but it's kind of tucked in there. I'm sure I can get it pretty decent. And if I did cut it out, I could add like a little ribbon or trim in there to make it look finished. Okay, I'm just getting those fine little details. Now I don't want to trim into the stitching at all. Okay. Now if you don't carry as much, you might not find it to be bulky. I even find this one to kind of be not so great, but I do like that it kind of tucks my stuff away. All right. So in here on this side, like I was saying, I have items. So this is great if you have larger things you're tucking in, but if you had that little side pocket, like on this side, it'd be nice to tuck those into the side pocket and then have that next one for something else and then lay that over. I guess I could use it without the pockets at all, although it's really nice to have those pockets. Here's the little pocket on top. I could just utilize that and put that one here. Okay, so that is done. You can see the stitching. The sun's coming in here. You can see the stitching. That secondary still in place. I could remove the whole thing and use this to hold some other little notebook. I will quickly show this to you. Okay, it fits nice and snug. It doesn't do that same bowing. Let's see. Yeah, even if I put other items under it, it's still, well, that's thick, too thick, but you can see where before, it does a little now, depending what I just put under there. Okay, that is good. I like it. I don't need that, but okay. So I have that, and like I said, I could take one of my water brushes or a regular, well, I need my little shorty water brush. Where did I put that little shorty at? Where did I just put that little guy at? Okay, well, these are not necessary there. And I do like to bring my little brushes with me. So I have this one from Winsor & Newton. And then I have another that is from my Royal Talons art toolkit. Yeah, here we go. This one that I really love. It came with my Van Gogh paints. It's so good. Okay. So I would keep these two in here. Slide those in. It doesn't have all that bulk. And it's just a nice little easy breezy item to add in. And I could just set that on here. And now that has all the, oh, let's add these, sorry. All the same things. The sun's starting to come in my window here pretty good. When my husband travels, he gets me some good little pens from the hotels. Some of them are quite amazing how nicely they write. Okay. I find I really like using them with my Moleskine books. Okay, so there we go. We're in. And a little sticker. I'll close that up. All right, there's no like extreme bulking or anything like that. Sorry for that sun. Let me see if I can't adjust the chair for you guys. We'll just go up and I'll bring that close. There's no like real bulking. Even that is not like protruding in any crazy way. My handle is really stretched nicely. It was really tight against there and you could hardly get your hand under. Now it's really great. And I love utilizing that and grabbing it to go and pulling it out of my tote bag easily if I have it in there or my suitcase. And now I have one of my new palettes that I put together with Winsor & Newton paint colors. Love it. And I love that it doesn't have that extreme bulk. I can put that in. And a little Bible from when I was a kid. I think I'm going to add that in there too. I came across those the other day when I was organizing. So I thought those will be perfect to take along with me. And I have a little writing in them, kind of coming apart. So I think I'm going to do some sort of little paper in here just to make it a little nicer. And my main one from when I was a kid, look, it has stamping. Some things don't change in everything. So I'll share with you guys what I'm doing with those in an upcoming video. And I hope this gave you the courage. Don't think that it's nuts. Honestly, the best thing to do is when you have these items, even if there are pricey items and it's not working for you, make that work for you, because there's nothing worse than spending something where it's a few dollars or a lot of money on something and then you're not utilizing it because it doesn't work for you. I wanted to share with you guys that I got this little zip pouch from Home Goods. It tends to be one of my favorite go-to pouches that I love to put stuff in because it's cute and I can see what's in it. And I believe it was less than $5 and it came with 2 bars of decorative soap. So you never know where you're going to find like a little cute goodness or at what price point, but it was just a deal. This is actual real little leather on here and it's wonderful. Sewing, stitching, everything. It's so good. I've had it for many, many years, and that is sort of my point. It doesn't have to be a high price point to be wonderful, and there's always something wonderful out there for organizing, to utilize what you have and to make those work for you, and even make those big adjustments. Even if it's scary, just be confident and go for it. Okay, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm a little scared, but it's okay. A little scared of what you guys might say, but it's okay. Share your thoughts, and if you enjoyed the video, give it a little like, and I look forward to seeing you guys again soon in the next video. Thanks.